Hey, it's Matt. I am here. All right, this is the very first live stream, and I guess I got notified that I'm live streaming. And hopefully, everyone I know doesn't start texting me or whatever. Just watch the live stream. All right, good. I think it's up and working. I think I'm doing it right. Yeah, I'm doing it right. It's working. Wait a second. Let me see if my sound is even working. Let me see here. Well, maybe my sound isn't working. All right, maybe the sound is not. All right, let me make some adjustments here and see, because I can't hear it on my phone. Advanced properties. It should be the output. All right, let's see if it's working now. All right, well, it's not working on the output here. Something is just not right. All right, got to do some adjustments here. For some reason, it's just not working right. So I'm trying to, it's out there, but it's not working. Is where Google tends to help out to see if it's working. We have no sound issue when the user has another audio device set as the default playback device. Right click the speaker icon. Playback tab. I don't have a playback tab. Yep, I don't think you guys are hearing me. Let me see. It's saying I got sound. It's saying it's supposed to be working. Yeah, no, I can hear it, but I can't hear it on YouTube. So that's working. Let's see. Yeah, it's the sound for some reason that it's not coming through on YouTube. So let me just see what else I could do. Yeah, I just can't hear it. And I don't see why. Oh, it says it should be working, but I can't hear it on my phone. I don't want to quit this because I just want to see if this thing can actually work. So I got 4 views. And if anybody that's out there, just send me a message that you guys can hear it or not hear it. Because for some reason, I cannot hear it. And this might be a quick live stream. Might be done and over with pretty fast here. Yeah, for some reason, I just can't pick it up. And I'm just not getting, everything says I got sound, but it's not really doing it. So it should be coming through. I got everything working up here. Someone send me a message and let me know what you welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community rules. Okay. I get it. Great. Thank you. So if anybody's out there, I got 5 views. Don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Add stream marker, share, menu. No. So I just want to know if YouTube live channel. I'm hitting stuff and things just aren't working right here. I'm having a tough time. I'd like to see if I can get the chat going. If anybody want to chat and start texting me, because I'm trying to work out some bugs here, see if I can get some stuff working here. Lock preview, window projector, add. Yeah, I just can't get this stuff working right here for some reason. And I don't want to exit, but yeah, don't want to exit, but I know I'm live. I just don't know if it's actually, if you guys can hear it, because I should be able to hear it through me watching on my phone here, you know, but I don't hear it. So for some reason, it's just not working right. So this may be a quick, I might run through a couple I got 6 views. Well, 6 views and it ain't really working. Not really working right. So trying to see if I got enable DVR 360. Closed captions, note, unless replace stream guide ends. I just need something to produce. Oh, can you hear me? Let me just see something here. I know there's a delay. I'm hitting stuff. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. All right, I'm back at it. All right, here we go. This it's up and running. So I'd like to see if I can get the chat going. All right, so you can probably hear me. Anybody want to chat? All right. Okay. Whew. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. No, I don't need that. All right. I could not figure this out, but I think it's up and running. So I know you guys can hear it. I know there's got to be a chat. So, all right, this is my very first live stream. Had to work through a few bugs here. And I needed to window add, I don't know what this stuff is, browser. I don't want to click a bunch of stuff and all of a sudden it just doesn't work. So, all right, I'm going to move this thing down here. I can't tell if anybody is chatting, but we'll see what comes along here. Right now it's saying I only got 2 people watching, so all right, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and do this record and see what happens. I was kind of hoping I can interact with some people in the chat, and sorry about working out all these bugs. This is just one of those, I got a total of 7 views. All right. It doesn't do me any good. I just need a chat that needs to pop up here. Scale window, canvas, I really don't know. I'm just learning as I go here, so max view, and I don't want to shut this thing off and start over. Mixer, scale, blending. All right. I'm done trying to figure this stuff out. All right. So since I don't have, can't can't see the chat. I don't know if I can chat myself. Let me see. Someone leave me a message. Okay, I think I got somebody here. Buddha's 829. What's happening, buddy? I'm glad someone jumped up on there. All right, this is the very first live stream. Had to work out some bugs. Just trying to see if it's working. So the only way to do is grab my phone, look me up on the look up my channel, see if I can hear it. But I guess you had to click on it to actually hear it, because when it was showing me. So hopefully, you know, just let hey, Buddha's 829. I've chatted with you before. Just send me a message saying, hey dude, I can hear you just fine. So then I can stop doing all this testing bullshit and stuff. So I put out a survey a while back on what bottles to maybe do here. This is going to be a quick 1 hour thing. And for some crazy reason, everybody in my neighborhood wants to have a party. So they're throwing some parties. Congrats on the first live stream. Okay, cool. All right, so there is some delay as it comes out there, but just let me know if you can hear me. You know, because I'm more concerned about the audio and me just sitting there flapping my gums with no sound coming out. Yeah, the sound's perfect. All right, cool. Thanks, buddy. I got one of you. I think I put out a Weller. I put a E.H. Taylor single barrel, Weller 12, and a K-Luke batch 7 on that. And a few guys, you know, on 5, 6, 7, whatever. I can't remember how many people replied. And K-Luke and E.H. Taylor single barrel was the one that you guys wanted me to kind of view while I'm on here. And I brought out the Wellers. Only because I brought out the Wellers is to tell you basically a funny story. All right, this is a Weller Special Reserve. With this Special Reserve, for the longest time I could not find this thing. And if I did find it, they were asking on the West Coast, California, you know, I couldn't find it under $100. I've seen it $150, and it's actually a $25, $26 bottle. So I got lucky, got it for 26, 27 bucks. So I'll do a review on that. I'll start with this thing because I got to warm up a little bit. And you know, funny story is, I had an upset stomach about this whole live stream thing because I didn't want to screw it up. I don't want you guys thinking I'm a complete moron. And as it's getting closer, I'm setting things up. Everyone's got their music booming, and I'm like, all right, this is what it's going to be like. You know, yeah, throw some adversity into the mix while I'm trying to figure out this IT technical computer stuff. I've done a few dry runs, and I'm just glad it's up and running and you guys can hear me. So I'm happy about that. And plus the old lady is pissed that I said, hey, look, you know, keep an eye on everything that's going on. She went for a walk, so I gotta do whatever here. So I'm gonna run down spreadsheet on this Weller Special Reserve Wheated Bourbon Whiskey. So it's a Sazerac company, Buffalo Trace. Everybody knows it's ongoing. Proof 90, no age statement. So you know that's what Buffalo Trace does. Mash bill undisclosed, but it's the wheated one, and the price $25, $26. And like I said, I've seen it out here. People, impossible to find any of the Wellers here in New Jersey. I know it's tough out here too. It's luck. I got luck. A gal at Albertsons, you know, great lady, knows her alcohol. She, you know, you give a list to her, and when she gets, you know, these certain highly allocated stuff, she'll call you. Hey, do you want this? You bet. So got one of these, and funny story. All right, I'm gonna go on the nose here. Yeah, caramel, honey, and a little bit of oak. It's good. As you can tell, I've been drinking it. I'm going for a sip. I gotta shake the nerves off here. Oh, yeah. With this, hard as can be to get it out here. I go to, my daughter's out in Texas. I'm visiting my grandkid. And there's a liquor store called Specs in Texas, Specs, SPEC. And I go walking in there, and I see that they had these, but in the big gigantic, the 1.5 liters, big monster bottles for like $45, $40. I'm like, dude, that's a great price. So I ended up picking one up, threw it in the suitcase. Luckily, I made it back, got it in the house. So I got this thing. I got 2 years worth of the Wellers in the house there, because it's a mass bottle. So, I can't drink all this. So yeah, on that, I'm going to do another sip here. Yeah, this thing is sweet, and I can only imagine what the 12 is going to taste like, or the other, but they got 4 or 5 different other Weller bottles. You can never find those things, and I'm not willing to pay, I think I've seen the 12 for like $200-300. I'm like, I got lucky with that one too, from the same gal at Albertsons, and she ends up hooking me up, and I think I paid 40. Let me see what I did. I think I wrote it down somewhere. I paid $72 for it. Yeah, there's my boy Murphy walking in the back. Yeah, my boy Murphy's had a little bit of rough time. Oh, a little rough time. He ended up having a couple seizures and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's right in that area right there. Had a few seizures, had to get him on some medication, so he just seems kind of, out of it. Not right. He's not that old either. He's active. He's a Queensland healer, so that dude just goes and goes and goes. And he's wearing me down to wear him down. He ended up having a couple seizures, took him to the vet. He's 9, so I don't think he's that old, but, he's a stray out of Bakersfield, so he's I don't know. Hopefully he sticks around for a little while longer, but, I guess the phenobarbital drug that he's taken, has some side effects, so hopefully he kind of gets things worked out in the brain, firing right. So, yeah, I've had 2 sips of this thing already, and I am using a Glencairn. Normally I use my jars. Alex Galvez, cheers, love the channel. Dude, spread the word. I just want to put this thing out there. Let me know what you guys think. If you want me to do some more live streams or just do the recordings back and forth, the only difference between the live stream and the recordings is I just got to hook up a few more wires, and so I'm able to do the live stream, because I got to hook a computer up, whereas when I do the filming, I don't need the computer, I just need the camera light, and I can record right there. So you guys let me know if you guys want some more live streams, and I'm glad you guys are joining. I'm trying to look at multiple things. All right, I got 10 views so far, 2 concurrent viewers. All right, I got 2 guys on there. And the two guys are Buddhas829 and Alex Galvez. So I tried to do it at 5 Pacific time, so the people on the East Coast gets me on 8 o'clock-ish. So hopefully they're not in bed, or they might be out, and maybe they'll just watch this, eventually I think what they do is they record these things. So Alex and Buddhist, thanks. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna get through this bottle because I am a bit pressed for time. Not pressed for time. It's right now, when you see me looking over this way, I'm looking at the clock. It's 5:20. And probably about 10 minutes of this thing has been trying to figure out if you guys can hear me or not. To figure that thing out, now it's just partying, talking shit. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know. Let me know if you prefer me just to do the episodes, just record them, or do some live streams mixing it up. I think live streaming is kind of cool because it's something new for me. It's, maybe exercising my brain, because, I can record, just hit play and just start recording, flap my gums and, shoot the shit. It's another thing trying to figure out how all this stuff works. I've done a lot of reading, a lot of, looking stuff up, and 2 minutes before I'm on Google trying to figure out, hey, I can't hear this. It's just I guess the unknown kind of makes your brain work a little bit. And we appreciate you. Love your rants and bourbon reviews. All right, I like that. I like going on those rants because you get enough of this fire water and you start ranting. So I gave you the nose. I've been drinking, and I have not told you anything about the palate. So here we go. Like I said, it's sweet, a lot of honey and caramel. So that's just great, and you get the vanilla, and you're just getting the oak. But it's Buffalo Trace to me. They're consistent, all their stuff. Yeah, you talk single barrels can be a little bit different, but I have 2 single barrels. I got one open right here that I'm going to crack open after this. And then even their small batch. I've had a couple of the small batches, and I got a couple left in there. They're all consistent, and all the big distilleries are solid. They know how to make certain things day in and day out. So let me see what we've got here. We appreciate you. Okay, whatever you do, live stream or record videos, I'll watch both. Thanks, Buddhist. Appreciate it. You guys got to you guys spread the word. Do whatever you can, because I'm telling you right now, I just released yesterday, like at 6 o'clock. I have had a lot of stuff scheduled. I released a short, and I think I only got like 5 views. I average probably 50 to 100, maybe 150 views on at least my shorts. So I don't know if YouTube just not putting me out on the main feed. I don't know what they're doing. But it's kind of like you got to work the hard way, and I'm trying to work the hard way. And the only way to do that is spreading the word. And you talk to your buddies and just say, hey, dude, put this guy Bourbon Banters on. He sometimes he just does regular reviews, and sometimes he goes off the deep end and talks some mad shit. So that's just me. The sound is perfect. Sipping on some Still Austin. Oh yeah, Still Austin's good. I got one in there. It's the cask strength one. I like it. I've seen a few I've seen a few inside the Total Wine, But Total Wine is like you go in there and you got thousands of bottles, and you kind of discard what you already have and go and even the ones that you have and you think that you want another one, you'll grab those, for sure, because like you need a double up on a bottle. But you see something new, you're not too sure, and I've seen Still Austins, and they're good. They got a little bit different taste to them, a little bit different flavor, but I think it's the Texas, what do they call it, white corn, or say they give a name to the corn. I think that's what brings out the different flavors in there. That's one thing good about the Still Austin aspect of it, because it's got a unique taste to it. You see a little rat running by? A little Chihuahua. That bitch is 16 years old. Still going. Single barrel cask strength. Okay, yeah. So that's probably the one I got. Maybe not the single barrel, but I got the cask strength. I don't know if it's a single barrel, but I did a review on it. So all right, here we go for. I probably got 2 more sips in this thing. And if you guys want, throw something out there. Throw something out there. I can try and rant on it. And if I don't know something, I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm just going to tell you, hey, dude, I don't know it. I don't know it. When it comes to the whiskey aspect of it, I've been enjoying whiskeys, I'd say a little over 2 years, maybe a little bit longer than that. But I really got turned on to it from my buddy Jason and Jeff. And Jeff basically came in about the same time, but Jason knows a lot about my buddy Jason. He's got a great collection, and I blame him for making me spend thousands of dollars on shit I didn't really do, but I'm just going to blame him for it. But it's my fault. And anytime you go to like a liquor store or something like that, and you walk away that you're spending way more than you really needed to, you feel like you've been taken advantage of. So I think, and which caused me to look more into what the real prices are and what it's really worth. And you know, I look at other channels and stuff like that. There's a lot of good dudes out there, you know, like the Jason C from Ash and Drum. I think he's great. ADHD Whiskey, you know, he's great. The Bourbon Junkies, they're good too. You know, and there's a few other channels that are really good and kind of tell you how it is, you know. I don't get bottles given to me, so I go off of, you know, seeing things. I'm like, hey, I'm just kind of curious about that, and I kind of go from there. Oh, all right, what do we got here? We appreciate you, Lawrence. Okay, bro. Okay, all right, and you know, I'm going to do this one last sip, and I'll give you the finish on this, and I'll just keep flapping my gums. I think I just came out here that's all I do. The old lady has no interest in drinking whiskeys. She can give a fucking shit about it, really. But, and me telling her, hey, I'm going to do this live stream, and I just need, you know, maybe an hour. I'll go an hour and a half just to piss her off, but maybe an hour just to do the live stream. And I think it's more for me an accomplishment to say I did it, because it's out of the norm. It's out of my comfort zone. That's why I did it, you know. Am I going to hit the big time charts and things like that? No, I'm not. And you know what? I don't need, obviously I am not making money off this, because certain parameters of YouTube, you got to have so many hours, so many subscribers, and things like that. Then you're eligible to start earning money. I really don't care. I really don't. Okay, yeah, this is my backyard. I just got remember, there's a delay. So by the time you hear it and by the time I get something back, it's going to be about 10 to 20 seconds. So this is my backyard. There's another dog I got. I got 4 total dogs. That's a little rat terrier. She's old too, but yeah, this is my backyard. And I've had, I don't know if it was Buddhist or not, but you know, for a while I would record inside the house, and you know, obviously I got kicked out because and also I didn't like it because I got the echo for being inside the house. But being outside, I've had a few people comment on the outside, and you know, I'd rather be outside anyways. And the human body needs to be outside. Being cooped up inside will just slowly kill you. You know, just like, you know, booze is slowly going to kill you. But on that last one, the finish is just honey, oak, and caramel. You know, I finished that thing up, and I'm rattling and talking. So I'm hoping that I'm trying to fit 3 hours of talking into an hour, hour and a half. And then you guys can view this thing however you want. But me personally, I think YouTube is not, you know, because I've wore some controversial shirts, and I'm sure, and sometimes I get comments that people really get butthurt that, you know, things that I wear or things that I say. And I will reply to them. And I'm sure they're just passing through. Out of my 244 subscribers, bots, I think bots are probably a third of them, because YouTube, you know, boosts their viewership with bots. But Google owns YouTube, and Google owns YouTube, and they're political, so they don't like conservative aspects of what I have to say. I'm a regular American. That's it. In about a year and a half, I'll tell you what I've done for a living, but right now I can't. Because I just, you know, I'm off work right now, and you know, I just had neck surgery a few months back, so it's doing great. It's healing, but you know, it's a slow process. And before that, I had back surgery, and in May I got to get a hip replaced. So once that's all said and done, then I can finally retire. I'm 53. Fuck. Yeah, 53. I'll be 54 this year in July. So it's just, I broke my body down, and I just need to get things fixed before I leave and right out to the sunset. But, you got to keep your brain working, keep your, yeah, I know. Yeah. I see me. I got a different view on Trump. I love Trump, and I'm going to tell you right now, well, this I'm going to open up. It's already open, but this is the package of the single barrel. I'm going to go and start that, pour that, and get going. Trump, they're screwing him over pretty bad. It's a witch hunt for him because they're afraid. This administration, they're afraid. And I'm hoping, since he's a lame duck, not like a bad thing, but he's only got 4 years left. And that's what this country needs. This country needs somebody to not want to be reelected for a second term. They need somebody that just wants to go in and just destroy the swamp. Because I think what the swamp is, it's DC, the most important thing to me is everyone up there should be working for the average person, but they have weaponized, the left wing has weaponized the Democrats. I get some people are Democrats. I get it. You've been voting your whole life that way, but you know what? If you're in the lower or middle class, you just want to work, earn money, make your money stretch as far as you can. And these folks up there, they're making like investments, and they're making mounds of dough off this stuff, and you're like, how do you make so much money? I think they get paid $180,000 a year, and you kind of go, you make $180,000 a year. Okay, say just round it off, $200,000 a year, and hey, take it easy, and you're walking away with millions and millions. It doesn't take, the useful idiot doesn't understand, but a person, when they tell you something on the news, you kind of go, that's what they want you to, to hear. What's really going on behind the scenes? So, and that's with all, mainstream media stuff. It's all, they want you to hear a specific story, not the story. So that's just me. All right. This is the E.H. Taylor single barrel. It's a bottle and bond, so it's only going to be 100 proof. So it is straight bourbon. That's what they call it. Sazerac, Buffalo Trace Distillery. It's ongoing, proof 100, no age statement. Mash bill undisclosed, believed to be mash bill 1. 10% rye or less. MSRP 60. I think I got it for 75 bucks. So this is a $60 bottle, and I've seen these things for 150, 200 bucks. And I'm like, why? So, all right. I'm feeling good. When I warmed up here, because the nerves were getting to me, because I didn't want to screw things up for everyone out there, a bottle I recorded that will be out later was it's a barrel pick from Sam's Club. It's a 1792 single barrel. Never had one. And I cracked that thing open. Great. And I don't want to give away everything, but when I was out at my place out in Arizona, Mama ended up going over there, and I go, hey, just, it's a crapshoot. I got a 50-50 chance. Hey, can you just FaceTime me to see if there's anything good that comes up? Because sometimes you get these things at Sam's Club, and if you're not there at the right time, it's gone. But I saw this, and I go, okay, great. Pick me up one, great price. I go, just pick me up 2. She ends up giving me 3, so I got to give it to her. She's not all that bad. So she's not all that bad. All right, on the nose. Yeah, I'm getting a little oak. I'm getting the Buffalo Trace E.H. Taylor stuff. It's just, Buffalo Trace has it's Buffalo Trace. That's the flavor. When you look up in the dictionary, flavor of Buffalo Trace, it just gives you, it's Buffalo Trace. They don't give you anything that compared to, it's just Buffalo Trace. So I'm getting vanilla, maybe a little bubblegum, light bubblegum on there. So, all right, first sip here. Let's see what we got on this E.H. Taylor single barrel Bottle and Bond. All right, first sip. For some reason, and I've noticed this a couple times because obviously I've drank some of it, it tastes a little warm. Vanilla and a brown sugar, that's a given. Maybe a little bit of raisin in there, and a little bit of a little rice spice in there. So it's, for some reason, to me, it feels like it's tasting a hair bit warm. And Mama just came home, so if you heard the dogs barking, and if you look here, see where the hedge bushes are at above there, they're having a party. Okay, here we go. I used to buy E.H. Taylor small batch for 39, what? Oh, well, 39 bucks, yeah. I think the small batches are like 40, 45, 50 bucks. Regular basis about 3 to 4 years ago. It disappeared from the shelves. Now, when I find it never below 100 bucks. Yeah, I know. The small batch is supposed to be like a $45, $50 bottle, if that. And I think the last one I bought was probably 58 bucks, just like I got a connection at Albertsons. And if you guys are having a rough time, maybe hit up the people that deal with the liquor. I like the Albertsons, the big chains. Like, I don't know what you guys have out in, on the East Coast or Midwest. Like the big chains, talk to them, because sometimes they can, because they're doing a lot more volume, and sometimes they can get certain things. And if they put in a request, sometimes they'll get it for you. That's the best thing I can do. Or just if you're traveling, because the United States has got a lot of beautiful things to see. I think you can probably get fine stuff, but liquor stores ain't going to be it. It's the Total Wines, it's the Specs, it's the Bevmos, it's the big. Even then, I ended up going into Total Wine. This is probably about 2 or 3 months ago. They had it's a Buffalo Trace bottle. It'll come to me. Still vanilla, brown sugar in there. Hair bit of raisin in there. Now it's not tasting as hot. I'm getting more of a rye spice in there. Still getting that leather and oak kind of filtering through. Hancock. A Hancock is, I wanted to get one, but I'm not going to pay crazy price. So I think a Hancock is supposed to be like 50 bucks. And I have a single barrel, but can't find this. Oh, small batch. Okay, single barrel for under $250 in Central Florida. Central Florida, yeah. Central Florida. Hope to find one day, reasonable price. Would love to know the most you would pay for it. For a single barrel, all right, I paid $75 for this one. And that was, and they're saying 60 bucks. So I'm factoring, the Biden, great economics that, he chose to, screw up. Anything that man touches, anything that he touches is screwed up. He just destroys. So me personally, for a small batch, I would probably go 70 bucks on the high end. Maybe 80, depends if you never had one. If you already had one, you kind of can decide on your own if you want to pay. But if you haven't never gotten one, I would go 70, maybe 80 bucks on a small batch. A single barrel, you're taking a gamble. Not all single barrels are the same. There's my boy Murphy right there. Not all single barrels are the same. But like I said, Buffalo Trace and these big distilleries, they're going to be pretty consistent. I would pay, depends on how bad. If me, I'd pay up to 90, maybe $100 if I needed another one. I don't need one right now, but I got a hookup, $75. I think it's a gem, even though it's over MSRP. If you never had one, I wouldn't go over $110. 100 to $110. That's just me. You know, I'm a working man. Money matters, but I'm older in life that I got a little bit more than a 20-year-old, a little bit less than a, you know, as you start, you know, you should be gaining wealth as you get older. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I live within my means. I do okay. I got a nice backyard, but this thing has been a project. I've been living here for 20-something years, 20-something. And every 9 to 10 years, the old lady switches things up. So far, she has not fucked with my backyard. So I'm fortunate with that. All right, let's see. Bourbon Barrels and Fire. Love it, dude. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming into the chat. Alex, yeah, so hopefully that's, yeah, $250. I wouldn't do it. There's other stuff out there that you can get. You can get 2 great bottles for $250, maybe 3 great bottles that you can find on the shelf. Reasonable, yeah. I would not go that crazy. And I think the reason why they're kind of, you know, because I guess from what I heard, and found a single barrel for 69 December and a single barrel for 90. Ooh, yeah. You scored on the $70 one in December, and 90. Well, if you're in California, $90. California, I'd do the $90 for a single barrel. I would, because like I said, I got a deal, $75. It's what you're willing to pay. I think it's a good deal for $90. It's a store pick. Wow, if it's a store pick, I'm telling you right now, Alex, if it's a store pick in California, usually it's probably going to be good. Store picks, probably you get a little bit better out of that. Wow, Florida prices are ridiculous. Thanks for the info. Yeah, Florida, it's rough. California, if you get a store pick, they're usually going to be better. Usually the store picks are good. You know, if they had this in a store pick, but I would say that for a bottle and bond, can they do store picks? Because it's going to, well, it's a single barrel, so it's going to range. You're going to be able to have a range in there of what it's going to be like. Yeah, Florida, that's unfortunate. I was out there a while back, and I think I ended up getting a few bottles. I think I got some of the Origin series, this Barstown Origin series out in Florida. Really enjoy those things. I did some reviews on those. What else did I get? I think I got the Holiday out there. Really enjoyed that one. The wheated, the red spot, whatever. That's a red wheated 6-year. Very tasty. Got it out there in Florida. I know I got something else because I am coming back to this shitload of fucking bottles. I think I even got a Fiddler out there that one of the viewers, Bradley Baker, he goes, hey dude, try this Fiddler wheated out of Georgia. Loved it. It's gone. That bottle's gone. But I got a toasted one that he also recommended. I have not cracked that thing open. I think I might save that for another live stream. I don't know. So I'm just talking. I'm just yapping my gums. Okay. All right. Got to go to family dinner. Going to have to do a California bottle share soon. All right, dude. Hey, man, enjoy dinner with family. Family's the most important thing. You got to take care of them, love them, and, you know, enjoy them. You know, even the ones that you really don't like, hey, they're family. You gotta back their play and be kind to them. All right, family, they're always going to be around. Friends come and go. Family's always going to be there. So, all right, man. Alex, is that Alex? Which one is it? No. Oh, found a. Where did he come from? Yeah, his name's not popping up. Whoever that is has got to go to the family dinner. I don't know why his name's not popping up, but yay. All right, cool, dude. I will hopefully see you on the next. I got 16 views. Doing all right. Average duration 5. All right. It's nonsense, analytical bullshit stuff. So, all right, for a second sip here, on this, and then I got the one that I've been looking forward to crack open, and I got probably 15, 20 minutes. And I think that all I wanted was this thing to actually work and be up and running and work all the bugs, so I could probably do it later on down the road. But you guys let me know about doing live streams. You know, it's still about the same effort. At least with the live streams, I'm talking more and drinking less. Whereas if I'm recording, I'll try and knock out 4, 5, 6 bottles. And by the time I'm in the 5, 6 bottle range, I'm a mess. I'm trashed. The wheels have come off. And there's been times where I've actually had to record those last 2 another day because it's been so bad. You know, I don't even want to put that that mess out there. So I don't know, maybe I'm just critiquing myself a little harder than normal. But, you know, at least with this, I got to fit, you know, with me flapping my gums into like an hour, hour and a half. You know, I could do 3 bottles. You know, at least with the other one, you know, when I'm recording, I just back to back to back to back, and not keep the live stream going normal. So, all right, I don't know why you're, you know, I want to say call sign, but it's your YouTube hashtag whatever is not popping up. But enjoy dinner with family. So, all right, I got probably about 2 sips on this. And it's nice to have this chat, because I've gone to a few of these things. Yeah, vanilla brown sugar, a little bit of raisin in there. And I call it the Buffalo Trace leather. It's the Buffalo leather that I'm getting. That's Buffalo Trace. And with the finish, it just kind of rolls into like a leather and oak, a little bit of rice spice. But this thing is a long finish. This thing rolls and rolls and rolls. So, you know, those people that are asking for prices, a lot of the bourbons, a lot of the whiskeys and stuff like that, it's no longer what the flavor provides at a MSRP. It's now, is it worth more than what is it worth what they're charging for? Because they're asking more money. Because, with the Hancock, I'm sorry, you know, I jumped around there for a little bit. The Hancock, I heard it's good, but it's not all that. It's 89.9 proof, low proof. I went to Total Wine, saw it. They were asked, you know, I think MSRP on that thing is $40, $45, maybe 50. Total Wine was asking, they had a whole bunch up there. Total Wine was asking $99.99, so $100 for this thing. I'm like, fuck you guys. You should be ashamed to be charging that much. But for them to get all those bottles, I'm sure they got a bunch of crap that they end up having to sell. So, you know, usually at the liquor stores, you know, you get the guys that get the 3 allocated ones, you know, from the distributors, and they got to sell like 12 cases of Fireball, and it sucks. It sucks. I feel bad for them, but that's just how the system works. You know, it's a bunch of bullshit, and I think Buffalo Trace is kind of holding a lot of bottles back because they increased their distillery thing, so they're going to be pumping out mounds and mounds of volume, you know, because, you know, a few years down the road, because, you know, you pump it out now, it ain't coming out till 5, 6, 7, 8 years down the road, and they want to be able to sell it. So once, you know, they got a big, huge demand, now once that volume comes out, everyone's going to be able to get to it. So there's going to be plenty of it. So, you know, maybe it's a smart way of them doing it. All right. Oh, okay. So the live stream's still going and people are still chatting. So let me know what you're drinking out there. I'm just kind of curious. So I'm going to do this for a palate and a finish, but I'll do it one more time because I got a little bit left here, and then I'm going to go with the next bottle, and then I should be able to slowly wrap this thing up. But if you guys give me some comments to talk about, I will flap my gums even more. So until she comes out and starts yelling, you'll see her peek around here yelling at me. Old Tub. Fuck yeah, Old Tub is great. I love Old Tub. You know, you look at that bottle and you're like, who in the hell would put a name of Old Tub on a bottle of booze? I'm drinking Knob Creek 12. Yeah, 12 year is great. I love the 12 year. You know, it's all right. I finished it. The two great bottles there. I've tasted the 12. I've tasted the. I've had the 12. Finished that. I've tasted the 15. Shit, I even tasted. I think the 18. I think I've tasted the 18, and I like the 12 best. 12 was great. Old Tub for what? $25, $30, maybe 20. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the Old Tub was. I've done a review on it. I want to say about maybe $25. That is a solid bottle, and you can't go wrong with that. That's one of those staples that, you know, you don't need 5 of them in your house. You just need one, because you know there's plenty of them. There's plenty of them at the liquor store, grocery store, or whatever. You know, that's just what, Phil, 20 bucks. There you go. Yeah, 20 bucks. Old Tub is a solid. Yeah, I love Old Tub. I still have one. I think I have one in here that's about half full, and I think I got another one at my place in Arizona. You know, I got a few bottles out there. So, all right, this is the bottle. I actually ordered this on Sealbox, and K. Luke, I had to do it. I just wanted to see. You know, I heard a lot of good things about this, and I take notes, and this is going to be a fresh crack, because I just get whatever information and they go, hey, look, this is what it's going to taste like. So we'll see. And I guess this is a family-owned business here. He's the, what do they call them, sommeliers, whiskey sommeliers, you know, kind of like the wine people. He's a blender. He likes doing his job, and if he does a great job, you make money. You don't make blend good stuff, you end up not selling as much. But with this, I think it's supposed to be good. This is batch 7. I'll read you all the bullshit that's on here if I can never get this thing opened up. It's stepping out of. Did I really pay that much for this? You're kind of stepping out of the average price stuff, and if I can ever get this damn thing off, you're stepping out of you're stepping from that $70 into the $120 range, and it could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing, because if it's bad and you paid $120 for, you're fucking pissed off at yourself that you paid that much money. Now you got a bottle in there that you don't want to drink, and you can only have a party and hope people make mixed drinks, and you go, use this bottle. But at the same time, it's $120. That's a lot of dough. Whereas you compare it to Old Tub, that's a staple, that's consistent, you know, day in and day out. It's $20. You know, $22. You know, you're a winner. And I think what the Old Tub's 100 proof, right? I think Old Tub's 100 proof. I watched your video on the E.H. Taylor and Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast. Awesome. Okay. Perfect. Thanks for bringing that up. All right, I'm cracking this thing open, and I'll give you the rundown on this thing. It's going to be a fresh crack because I got to let it air out a little bit. And this is going to be my last one, and I'm going to pour the fattest one out there. Couple stories on that one. It was with that Grizzly Beast. I found that at Albertson. It was in the case, and I can't remember what I paid for it. You know, if you watch the review, it was close to MSRP. It wasn't anything crazy, but that thing had so much flavors. And me personally, I really like Redwood Empire. Redwood Empire to me is I think if they keep doing what they're doing, they're going to be up there with the big dogs. Really, I do. It's a distillery up in Sonoma, California. They're great. But what's funny about that is the video that I think YouTube failed to stifle or censor me, because I think, here, let me move this back. That thing ended up getting so many hits and so many views, and I ended up gaining like 30, 40 subscribers. So that kind of tells me that I think someone was sleeping at the wheel and just I ended up on the main feed. And with all this too, just remember, all this stuff is eventually, I don't know about the live stream, I don't know if I can actually take it from this, store it and send it, but all my reviews are on Rumble as well. So in case YouTube wants to ban me for saying something, so I got to throw out the disclaimers, allegedly, and I think, possibly, not really, all that bullshit. I got to put that out there just in case they go, well, you said this. Well, everything that I said is all allegedly, okay? So that was the one that I ended up getting like almost 1,700 to 2,000 views. And I'm like, this has never happened. So I think they were sleeping at the wheel, and I ended up on the main feed, and a lot of people saw it. So, maybe just type YouTube and tell them to, I've loved every Red One Empire I've ever had. Even the entry, that's how that's how I ended up loving them. The Pipe Dream, the Emerald Giant, and Lost Monarch, great. And those things are relatively inexpensive, $25-30. Great bottles. If anybody ever asks me, hey, what bottle do you think I should get? Try all of them. I think every last one of those things has got a little bit different flavor, different range, different, they're all different bottles. So I think they're great. So with, I'm going with the K. So as you said, Redwood Empire, great company, great. They're doing good stuff. They're good stuff. I think I did not too long ago the Cast Strength Pipe Dream one. So Phil, all right. The Pipe Dream, didn't like it at first. Had to let it air out, and it was. Yeah, the Pipe Dream, at least with the Cast Strength was a little bit harsh out the front. Sometimes these bottles, they got to air out. High octane. You got to let the fumes kind of let them vent off a little bit. So, all right, as you guys can tell, it's getting a little bit darker. When you see me getting up, I'm adjusting the light, because this is still the backyard. This is the, off to this side, I got a, TV. This whole thing's a barbecue in the back. Mama likes coming out here, having her little cocktail, doing whatever. So this is K. Luke. I'm going to run down this thing real quick. And since it's getting dark, the eyeballs are going bad. Is a small batch barrel strength. K. Luke straight bourbon whiskey, batch 7. Company's K. Luke Spirits. It's family owned. Distillery is sourced from unknown distillery in Kentucky and Indiana. So this guy's blended them, Kentucky and Indiana. Proof, this baby is 116. Let me see what this fuck. Yeah, 116.4. So this baby is hot. Well, it's warm. No age statement, at least 4 years. Mash bill blend of high rye and low rye. MSRP is $110, and I think I bought it for $110. But when you go to Sealbox, you got to pay for shipping and shit like that. So, but they're good people. Those people do a pretty good job. The Pipe Dream, okay. I have a Pipe Dream 90 proof. I'm letting it open up. Not my favorite so far. Hopefully, after some time, I'll enjoy it more. Yeah, let it open up. The Pipe Dream, me, out of the base 3, I like the Lost Monarch. I thought the Lost Monarch, and it's a Burr rye. I thought that was probably my favorite. Yes, let it air out, let it sit, and then go back. It's amazing. All right, see, you guys are working with each other. Yeah, it's sometimes you just gotta let stuff air out. So that's why I've been yapping to let this baby air out, because it's a fresh crack. And it's bottled at Bardstown Company. So, all right, these guys blend it, do their thing, taste it, and go from there. You know, because you know, I've done. If you guys watched, I've done 2 Frank August bottles. I did the small batch, I did the single barrel, and I'm going to tell you now because I've recorded it, but I did a lot of flapping my gums. I bought the case study 1. It's $200 fucking dollars. It's fucking steep. But, you know, with that Mitsunara oak barrels out of Japan, that I think that is the most interesting bottle I've had yet. It's got so many crazy flavors that aren't normal to normal bourbon whiskey enthusiasts. It's different, and I think it's those guys at Frank August. I really enjoyed it. So I got the review coming down the road. I filmed it, haven't edited it. But when I did I did a lot of talking on that because it was so good. Hopefully, I can extract a lot of good information out of that thing. If not, I'll reshoot it. So, yeah, So if you let the stuff, you know, air out, it does help out, and it'll bring out the flavors, the true flavors, you know. So, all right, to the nose on this baby. So I'm feeling, you know, everyone, you know, I give you, it's the planning ahead of what you're going to feel like. So it's usually a delay of 30 seconds if you've been drinking too much. So I've only had 3 drinks and a warm-up. I had a warm-up, calm the nerves of the 1792 single barrel. So this one I've been actually looking forward to. It's been sitting in the front of my cabinet. The cabinet's not huge compared to some people. I don't have a whole rack of stuff up there. I had a Frank August small batch. I enjoyed it, but at 70 bucks, it's a bit, yeah, the small batch is like about 70 bucks, 65, 70 bucks is expensive. The single barrel is like 120, 130 bucks. And that case study, you know, they got me 3, but you got a cool fucking bottle. I think that bottle is the best out there. I think it's a great decanter or even an infinity barrel. So it's one of those bottles, and rumor has it the booze that's inside it comes from Buffalo Trace. But I think the single barrel, I think you do taste a little bit of the Buffalo Trace, but the case study 1, it's that different. So I'm not telling you go buy a $200 bottle. What I'm telling you is it's different. It's specific. It's different. I think you can taste the Japanese aspect of that wood. That's just me. You have tried the 17 Sweet Wheat. Yeah, I have. I think I did a review on that. I love it. 17 Sweet Wheat, fucking great. I love it. It's probably one of my favorite wheated bourbons. I think it's better. I think the Sweet Wheat is better than the Weller Special Reserve. I think it's that good. You know, it's a gold mine if you can get that thing for, you know, the MSRP. You know, we're at 50 bucks, 55 bucks. So, all right, to the nose. Ooh, all right. This is the first time ever doing this. I got the vanilla and some butterscotch on the nose. And some honey. Yeah, vanilla, butterscotch, some honey. I've been airing this thing out for about 10 minutes, and the old lady's going to be coming around the corner pissed off in a sec, so. Yeah, maybe a little raisin on that. All right, for the first sip here. Yeah, 116 proof. I'm tasting a little bit of the heat, but yeah, like I said, I just cracked it open. I bet you this thing's going to settle down. This thing's going to settle down. Give it a few days, it'll settle down. Honey brown sugar in that thing. Going again, I'm going to overlayer this thing. Yeah, it's consistent with the honey and brown sugar. But it's got some uniqueness in there because I'm getting a little bit of honey and the brown sugar. It's kind of blended in there with a hair bit of raisin, but I'm getting some fruit like berries or blueberries, raspberries in there just briefly. I got to keep going with this thing, and I'm sure it's going to get better as I get down on the bottle there. So, and now the question you might be asking, is it worth 110 bucks? This thing here, if you see it on a shelf somewhere, they probably aren't going to sell it for 110 bucks. They may sell it for 100, maybe 90. But did I pay too much for this? I don't know. I can't give you the definitive answer on that because I'm sure it's going to taste a little bit better down the road. Oh, things are going bad. All right, drink it again. Yeah, so I got more raisin on that one with the brown sugar. So I'm going to say brown sugar and honey. It's going to be combined with some berries and slight vanilla. I think the 116 is going to mellow out. Winter, I'll look for it. Oh no, dude. Hey Phil, I thought you've already had the 1792 sweet wheat. If you can get it, get it. 50, 55 bucks. I'm guessing it's between 45 and 55 bucks. It's well worth it. I've had two of this. I'm on my second one right now, and it's consistent, and it's exactly what I remember what the first one's like. So, Barton does a great job with the 1792 sweet wheat. But they're very few out there, so me personally, I probably wouldn't go over 60 bucks if you had to get one. That's just me. 55, 60 bucks. It's worth it. I think MSRP is probably 50. So now this thing, as it's kind of settling in, because a lot of times you'll take sips, you do the nose. Nose to me is like, it's like a hors d'oeuvre, but it's the palate and the finish that really matters. This thing is coating, and the finish is long. It's working. It's still going. I still taste it. I'm still tasting the berries. I'm still tasting the brown sugar in there. But but a lot of times you'll get more flavors when you kind of overlay it. I'm going to call it overlaying, where you get in the finish and it's kind of settling in and it's still doing its job as a finish. But when you take another sip, that palate compounds that finish. So it gives you different more flavors come out than others. So I'm going to do it again here. I can hear wrestling going on in the house. On that one. Now the honey and the brown sugar's taking a back seat to the blueberries and the blackberries and the raspberries. So this thing's got good range. And as I said, the finish is just it's the brown sugar and the oak, but it's long. It's good, and I think I'm getting that raspberry finish. I'm putting my notes down. I'm saying the raspberry finish is standing out as I'm adding layers to it. This thing's good. 110 bucks. I think it's worth its weight. I think 110 bucks is good, because you're getting something different. I picked up the sweet wheat with a barrel. Oh, dude, you scored a barrel proof. Hey, you did good. With a barrel proof. And the bottle and bond 2 days ago, it was and I'm interested now. All right. Okay, Luke, man. If this is batch 7. They've had a few batches out there. I think batch 5 was pretty good. I don't know about 6. 7, I think it's worth it. As you give it a little more air, a little bit more time, I think that you're going to get more of the fruity flavors out of this thing. The fruit flavors, the raspberries, blueberries, blackberries. You're going to get those type of flavors, because as I'm sending the palate on the finish this past couple times, the fruit's coming out. And I think the finish is still going. So this is probably going to be my last sip, and I'm going to, say this thing is, it's worth 110 bucks. I wouldn't go crazy, buy 150 bucks for it. No. If it's 110 bucks, got it in the seal box, they're pretty steady on their prices. They don't try and rip you off. But if you see it at the store, I would say any batch that you see out there is probably going to be pretty damn good. So, all right, this is going to be my last one. I'm going to let you know. Yeah, up front, it's that brown sugar. It's the oak, all that stuff, the honey. But as it's overlaying, I think when you overlay it, palate and finish, you're getting the raspberries. You're getting the berry aspect of it, and I think that's great. I think it's good. I had a comment that, someone sent me on one of the, I can't remember what it was, and he goes, hey, everybody's palate's a little bit different. Yes, 100% true. Everybody's palate is a little bit different. My goal in this channel is to kind of point you in the right direction to not waste your money, because the biggest factor is money. It's up to you what you want to spend on something, but I don't want you to spend something that you'll crack it open once, taste it, and go, you know what? I don't want it. I don't want to waste my money. I wasted my money buying something that's just going to sit there, and hopefully I'll have a party at the house that they can mix drinks with this thing. It's, 70 bucks is $70. 100 bucks is 100 bucks. 200 bucks, I'm nervous on saying yay or nay, but it's what you want to spend. It's what you can spend. And I just want to point you in the right direction, going, hey, these are the flavors that you're getting in this thing. Is if that's what you like and that's what your palate enjoys, then get it. You're the final decision maker. If I just don't want you wasting your money. That's it. The economy, being rough as it is, it's you feel worse when you think you've been taken advantage of and made a bad decision. If I can avoid you making that bad decision on what you bought because I pointed you in a certain direction, like Old Tub. Old Tub's a great bottle, 20 bucks, 22 bucks. Redwood Empires, any one of them, great bottles for, 25, 35 bucks. Great bottles. So, if it fits in your budget, on the lower end of the price scale, those are the ones that I feel that, you did a good job at not, no. Those are the ones, because not everyone's, if you're super rich, paying $2,000 for a BTAC or $5,000 for a 20-year, or $10,000 for a 20-year Michener's, bourbon whiskey, the money doesn't matter because you got so much of it. But when you're working, you want your money to go the right way. And if I can point you in that proper direction to make that decision and give you some of the flavors, and you go, hey, look, man, I like those flavors, those notes, I think that'd be interesting, pick it up. I'm not saying buy it or not. It's really up to you. I'm not there, holding the gun to your head going, hey, you need to buy it. I'm just saying, if you hear the flavors, I bought these things. I've taken a few losses on some bottles based on flavor, but I'll take the hit. I'm cool with it. So, hey guys, all you guys out there, Alex, Buddhas829, Phil, I appreciate you guys being on the chat. I've had 24 views, 4 concurrent viewers, and I really appreciate it. I think, yeah, I guess you guys could probably still comment on this stuff, but I'm going to get out of here. It's West Coast time, 6:15. I'm about ready to wrap things up. K-Luke, $110. I think it's worth it. I think it's good. I think it's a $110 bottle, and if you can find it for less, you're a pimp, man. You did it. You scored. Old Hillside. God, Old Hillside. Oh, no. I end up getting the Old Hillside and did a review on that. I loved it. It was great. The Old Hillside, I thought it was great. It was a great story. And what was funny is I looked for any type of reviews, and I had some black dude look like it was in his closet because his old lady was fucking ripping on him. I'm like, is this the only review on Old Hillside? It was good. I like it. I got probably a half bottle left. I take a little dram every single time I can. It's great. Old Hillside, I think it was like 50, 55 bucks. Well worth it. And that was a single barrel. So Hillside, Old Hillside, great. Keep Justin, thank you. You jumped in. You're the first time in there. Hey, dude, thanks, man. Hopefully it all worked out. This is the live stream is out of my comfort zone. And thanks for reviews. Keep up the great work you're doing. Cheers. Hey, everyone that's on here, pass it on. Get people to jump on my channel. You know, if they're sensitive, if they're, you know, if they get upset about stuff I say, don't give it to them because they're just going to talk shit. But if they're solid people, normal Americans, hey, put my name out to them. Say, hey, subscribe to this guy. So, hey, hit the like, subscribe, all this stuff. Love the live stream. Great job. All right, this is the first live stream, and you guys can keep commenting on this thing. I'll do another one, and I'll put out, you know, hopefully I have some cooler graphics and, you know, shit like that. So, all right, I'm Matt, man. Hey, if you guys have any other questions, hit me up, you know, and, you know, I appreciate you guys. You guys are the loyal ones. And I think chat rate too. I'm just looking at some analytical, you know, I really, stuff that you guys shouldn't be concerned about. But yeah, go for the sweet wheat. Hey, Old Tub, you can't go wrong. Redwood Empire, solid bottles. Trying to think of what else. K. Luke, $110 if you want to go that deep. It's worth it. I think the 7, it's worth it, and I think it's going to get better once it opens up a little more. Did the E.H. Taylor single barrel. Love it. It's great. You can't go wrong with anything with Buffalo Trace. They're good. They're good. You know, and the Weller Special Reserve, do not pay over $30 for it. You know, $40 if you're really desperate. You know, that's it. I did 3 bottles, and the what we talked about, the Frank August Mitsunara Case Study 1 barrels, $200. It does seem steep, but it's got specific type flavors, and I think the wood did it. I think the Mitsunara oak that they put it in, I think it's got specific flavors that really, if you're looking for something crazy, it's worth it. So, Phil, I sent you a video to Bourbon Enthusiasts. I know. Love the live stream. Great job. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody that's on there. You guys are solid. And spread the word. Hit the like button. Anytime you see it, it's just when you watch a video, it's just down. Support the guys that are on YouTube, Rumble, whatever. It's right there. Hit the like button. It kind of fucks with the algorithm. So, all right. I'm Matt. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys being patient at the beginning. You know, it was a mess, but I appreciate it. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. And I'll bring out some new content, and maybe I'll put out another live stream, a week or two. All right, later.